No. Managing moderators can support your channel in even more ways. Introducing managing moderators. These users have the same capabilities as standard moderators, but in addition, they can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. Well, I'm nowhere near to a level of where I'd be thinking that, of where I'd utilize that. Hmm. Okay, okay. Capture moments as they happen. Oh. Okay. Can't believe I'm here now. So this is odd because I remember. So did did they change that rule? I wonder. I remember once a long time ago I tried to go live on YouTube and they said I couldn't, that I had to have at least 50 subscribers and and I think a certain amount of views before I could go live. And they recommended that I start uploading shorts, short form content to get uh to get my channel more known to at least 50 people. I damn I definitely do not have anywhere near 50 subscribers. Um yeah, there's not 50 subscribers. And apparently they've changed that rule because it's saying that I'm live now, but hmm, yeah, it's saying that I'm live now, but okay, okay. So great. So I guess this is just a test stream, but I guess I can also talk about some ideas I have for my channel. So yeah, first of all, let me say that I'm still trying to get used to being on camera and talking. Like it's more difficult than I thought it would be for me. Like some people make it look so easy. Like, and I get that's probably because they've been doing it for a long time, but I don't know. I feel like I've seen some people just hit the ground running, like they just start uploading, or I don't know. But one thing I have seen is that a lot of the people that I'm subscribed to here on YouTube, when it comes to how they hit the ground running, it was planned. Like they put planning and like project worthy, like it was a whole debut when they first started. Like I've seen people first video they ever uploaded to their channel get like 1,000 views off the rip. It's it's remarkable to see, to say the least, because I know some people like myself are gonna struggle with that. But then I also realize it depends on how much work you're willing to put into it. Some people go like above and beyond. They do. But see, that's a scary prospect to me because I've seen people go above and beyond and get virtually no reward for that. Whatever, and it sucks because they come back later, saying how disappointed they were, and I'm just like, "Yeah, I know. I know you were very disappointed in that because like I can tell that you worked so hard on it, but it just didn't pay off. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. And the rare occasions that you do get to witness it, you know, going going great, it's like that type of thing cannot be replicated at all. Like there's I like personally people like to mention the algorithm a lot, but personally I believe like there's no tip, no trick, there's no nothing. You just have to be lucky. It's kind of like the lottery. Now, you can start somewhere, build an audience, and maybe they'll follow you from place to place. But so far as how you just go like viral or blow up overnight, that's that's I believe that's a rarity on par with winning the lottery. Like no one's figured it out because there's nothing to figure out. You're just destined or you're not. And it's sad because I see a lot of content creators chasing this algorithmic dream, and it's like, please touch grass. Please touch grass before you hurt your own feelings, because I don't know. It's like it's been a very hot and cold, up and down thing to experience, and that's just from the perspective of a casual viewer. Usually, when I subscribe to a channel, I consider myself so what I call myself is a casual viewer. Yeah, I'm the casual viewer. Like, I'll subscribe to a channel, but my interests are so I have such a wide range of interests that it depends on what I'm into for that month or for that year. Like there are channels that I'm subscribed to that I don't watch on a regular at all, but I subscribe to them because every once in a while I'll get a I don't know, I may feel like watching their content or something that they do, but it's not where my more popular interests lie. And that I think might be the essence of why, like, I don't know, like some people have their niche, which is hmm, niche versus I don't know. Some people have their niche and then okay, so I've heard that one thing you probably don't want to do is upload all kinds of stuff to one channel. Like if you're into sewing and gardening, you might want to make one channel for sewing and another for gardening, which makes sense if you're trying to cultivate an audience of, say, only people who are into gardening. But I'm not in, but I'm also into gardening, just not as heavy, just not as heavy as, a lot of some people. Like, like there are some times when I will want to watch someone who's a gardening channel, or that I will watch someone that's just a sewing channel, but I probably wouldn't watch it as religiously as, say, like a lot of these gaming channels or anything. So the question I posed in my live was that, hold on, I'm gonna write it in the chat. What channel? No, what direction? What channel? My channel. What direction should I take This channel in. Right, 'cause see, I have so many ideas. Big ideas, actually. My problem is I have no idea what to do with all these big ideas. All I know is that essentially I'm sticking to doing stuff I wanna do because as of right now, my expectations and intentions with this channel are virtually non-existent, but if I had to pick something, I would say my expectations are I don't know. I might get keep in mind I am very, very lowballing here, but my intentions are hmm. Okay, so here's the thing. I do have answers for those questions, but for the simple fact that I really do not know because YouTube is just that much of a wait and see. Like, okay, so I've heard some content creators say that they were making videos for years and they weren't getting any traction or any success or any popularity. And it wasn't until they started doing stupid things, like those cringy pranks and stuff like that, that they started to get like traction or whatever. They didn't start gaining traction until they started being controversial. Until they started engaging in controversy. How's that? They started engaging in controversy, and that's when they got all the views, the money, the all that, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not here to be controversial. I'm not on purpose. I'm not here to grift or do anything outlandish. I'm pretty much doing what I want to do, and what I want to do is mild and civilized. Mild, civilized, and important to me, especially with compared to like the stuff that goes on here on YouTube, and especially between content creators. Hmm. But if you want to ask about my intentions, well, my channel, if you look in the my channel description, I state my intentions. So far as how I go about that, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. All I know is I'm confident that there's a lane that I could squeeze in here. Like I see the potential to be in a league of my own, and I know there's a lane for me. I just don't know how to access that lane yet. There's a lane. There's a lane. I just I just can't access that lane yet, or I haven't accessed it yet. But okay. So my intentions are to access it, right? And my expectations are that I'm at least on the right path. My expectations are to see progress by the end of the year. Yeah, let's go with that. By the end of the year, I want to see like tangible evidence, tangible proof that that I'm making progress toward my intentions, which again are in the description of my channel. So I pose the question, what direction should I take my channel in? Well, that's where the ideas come. I was thinking about doing reviews, doing shout outs, doing, I don't know, maybe documenting my journey with building up my channel. Cause this really is from the ground up. This really is from the ground up. Or at least I consider it ground up because I'm starting with nothing. Like I really have no place to advertise. Let's see. I I don't have any audience on well, I do have an audience on Instagram, but it's mostly from people I know personally or have met in real life. And that's only say what, 2, 300 people. It's nowhere close to 1,000. Nowhere close to 1,000. It's like really small, minute type stuff. And then when you see the competition out there and how the competition works, it's not intimidating per se. It's more like it's more like a puddle of mud that I do not want to that I do not want to play in. Yeah, that's I feel like that's a good way to describe it for me. It's a mud puddle out there. And I don't want to splash around in it to compete because when you take a step back and look at it all, it just all looks ridiculous. It all looks ridiculous. The clickbait, the cringy thumbnails, the the goofy, absolute goofy, cringy thumbnails. I'm like, why are y'all doing all of this? All of this is just so you are really just playing into the game. Like if this was people like to rag on movies like, I don't know, Jigsaw or something. But I'm like, you people would absolutely like Jigsaw the Purge, but I'm like, you people would absolutely participate in that nonsense. Or what's that show? Squid Games. I'm like, everyone participating in clickbait and competing for views and likes. I'm like, you all absolutely would thrive in those games because this is ridiculous. The stuff that people will do just to get people to click on their stuff. And then it's one thing. So this is gonna have to be a topic for another video, but oh, actually, I should write that down. Okay, I already did this. By the way, this folder is where I'm keeping all my video ideas. I write them down in here and I carry them out at some point, I believe. Anyways, I got another idea. I'm about to write it down. I usually just try to write the date that I came up with the idea, write down the actual idea. For example, do a video about clickbait. Yeah. I feel like that's a topic that's going to require research. It's going to require research and examples. Now that's the easy part. Finding examples of clickbait is going to be so easy. Like as soon as I end this live and click to the next page, I'll like you can't click anywhere on YouTube without seeing it. That's pretty much the point I'm trying to make. Um, but I feel like a lot of times it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary and probably I would argue that it's pointless at this day and age. You know what? Let me write those down. Unnecessary and pointless. Unnecessary and pointless are kind of the same thing. Are they? Not necessarily. They are two different words. I don't know. I just feel like people who still use, you know what? I'll save it for the video. Anyways, so far as channel direction, what was I saying? Um, Could I be a commentary channel? Maybe. I do plan to give commentary on some topics. Could I be a review channel? Probably so. I feel like commentary, well, commentary is different from and reviews are different, but the two can go hand in hand. So I could upload some reviews of some stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I could see myself doing reviews. I could see myself doing commentary. I'm at a time in my life where travel would be nice, but that probably won't be until way further in the future. So definitely can't be a travel vlog channel. Could I be a food channel? As much as I love food, no. I didn't come here to there are places I go to stuff my face. YouTube is not a place, not one of them. It's not a place I could see myself doing that. Let's see. Reviews. But see, when I say my own lane, I it wouldn't just be okay, it would be a review channel, but I feel like I could bring something unique to it, something more than that, something me and a lot of other people simultaneously, if that makes sense. Um, let's see, reviews, commentary, there's vlog, there's I don't really have a niche as of yet. I don't have a niche. Um, I also want to be a low key recommendation channel. So, one thing that I'm really into is Black women creators, be it Black women who create content or Black Black women who are artists, authors, um, even some Black women on YouTube who are content creators on YouTube. I it's one of my desires to serve as like a index or recommendation channel, a recommend someone who recommends channels, um, channels and content and just like anything created by Black women, be they business owners or the ones in niche, the ones who are like in books or whatever. Like I want to be a recommender to help other Black women who might be because I think of my situation. My situation is when I get into something, or if there's something that I'm already into and I want to see Black women in that space, it's difficult to find. For example, cosplaying. Like Black women in cosplay is like one of my, like, you can't, that's one of my addictions. I'm addicted to Black women in cosplay, but it's hard to find, right? Even when I specifically enter Black girls in cosplay, it's still hard to find. Like I don't know how I be finding these women. I don't know how I find these channels. I don't know how I find these people, but I have to be very specific and I have to dig and search really hard to find them because like it is so difficult. So difficult. And of course, like if you know why it's hard to find Black women and girls in anything. For example, I think I recently opened oh yeah, I recently created a Blue Sky account and was looking for specifically Black women. And it brought up what I would call the exact opposite of that. Like I specifically typed Black girls and Black women. Technology is very advanced, meaning they knew exactly what the hell I was looking for and intentionally showed me the opposite. So I have to go in, search around, which could take a long time. I'm talking days, weeks, perhaps. But eventually I'll run across what I'm looking for. And if I keep watching stuff like that, then the algorithm will push more stuff like that to me. But even then, it's like it doesn't really get it because it'll recommend other stuff that is technically within that realm, but it doesn't have a black woman, so I'm not looking at it. Like by now you should know. Like by now my algorithm should know. And don't get me wrong. Speaking of which, my algorithm does look more how do I say? It's more in tune with what I actually want to see. But I'll be damned if I don't mention the hard work it took to get there. Like goodness. And I've seen people complain about this before, like their algorithm not being in tune to what they want to see. And some of them, their algorithms are, but that's because it's easy for them. But with my specific particular tastes and interests, my algorithm took years to form, I feel like. A lot of hard work, a lot of searching, a lot of looking under rocks and looking within the folds of the universe, the fabrics of society to find what I'm looking for. And now, on this day, which is April 22nd, 2026, I can say today my algorithm and for you pages and home screens and stuff. Yeah, these days they look like the stuff I want to see. But it was tough. Back then I had to settle for any and everything that would come my way. But it's not like that anymore. It's not like that anymore, thank goodness. Um wow, it's just that but yeah, I think of how hard it is for me to build an algorithm like this. Like as a black woman, I want to see other black women. And at this point in my life, it's pretty much all I want to see. Well, it's the main thing I want to see. Maybe not all, but it's the main thing I want to see. Like when I open up my phone and go online and go on social media, the first post better be something black woman related. Whether it be books, whether it be art, whether it be science, anything. Like I would prefer to experience the black woman version. That's pretty much it. I was thinking about documenting that journey and maybe uploading my journey with that to YouTube. You know, but so far as the direction I want to take my channel, yeah, it seems like that seems like, I don't know if it's promising or will yield anything, but I don't know. One day I plan to talk further in depth about my true intention. But for now, I'm just kind of saying certain ideas out loud, seeing which one sounds, I don't know. I feel like if I say ideas out loud, maybe one of them will scratch my brain and then I can get to work on that particular idea. But for now, I'm still kind of at a loss. Or maybe not at a loss, I just don't know which one to choose, which one to put all my effort and energy into the most. Cuz I want to do all of that, but there's definitely one that I will just like dive head first into, you know, and just put most of my time and resources into that. But I haven't decided what specifically that'll be yet. And who knows, maybe it doesn't have to be anything specific. Maybe I can just try a bunch of things, see what sticks. Um Yeah, and that's it so far. So I posed the question, what direction should I take my channel in? And I haven't come up with any answer whatsoever on my own. Or if I had to just say something, it would be like, I'm just gonna try stuff and see what sticks, or try stuff and see what I gravitate towards, or I'm just gonna try stuff. There's no specific direction as of now. There's just kind of, it's just me testing out the waters and also getting more comfortable with the whole going live and being online thing, and just, I don't know. I feel like I'm still getting my feet wet. Getting my feet wet, testing the waters, insert whatever metaphor means that I don't know, and I'm just hanging around till an idea clicks. Something like that. Let's see. Anything else I care to mention? Oh, yeah, not to mention I have a staple job and can't really dedicate as much time as I probably want to this. But in my spare time, I try to gather as much inspiration and ideas, jot my ideas down. I try to do that as much as I can. But for now, it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I should take some time and like brainstorm or whatever. Concurrent viewers, chat rate. Look at this. Concurrent viewers, 0. Chat rate, 0. Views, 0. As I said, ground, what? 0. Oh, funny. Yeah, but that's all I got so far. Hopefully some poor soul will come along and give me 2 cents. The drawing board, the drawing board. I've been wanting to get a whiteboard, or like one of those big square dry erase boards where you, I don't know. I feel like I need a bigger space to like write down all my ideas, because saying it out loud is one thing, but I think writing it down would be a better outlet for me. Anyway, I guess that wraps up this little experiment. Hmm.